It's deranged, royal fae. They'll act crazy all day. They'll apologize for the fail, but still scream and wail. It's deranged, royal fae. Yeah!
So there is a reason why I'm holding my phone today instead of the usual, and why I look like crap and such. There's a light very much shining and reflecting my eyes. Okay. And I also don't know what this is going to look like. I'm on the floor of my cell. So I had mentioned a couple weeks ago how Kitty sat me down and said, we're going to ask you to move out eventually. And then a week later, we talked again, and I asked for a deadline. She said, several months in the future. Sunday night at 10:30. They tell me they want me out Sunday. That's like 6 days notice. That's not a week's notice. And she tried justifying, like, well, by then it'll have been a month since I told you. And I'm like, no, it will not have been. There'd be 3 weeks. And I have written down proof of this because I write down everything in my planner. I'm very fortunate. My family's letting me stay there at their place. Currently, I'm still in the process of moving everything. This is basically explaining why I haven't updated anything recently. And I did record a Mental Monday for this week, but and I'll probably still upload it. It might be late. I'm gonna basically have to retcon a lot of things. I'll put that in the editing, like just a reminder that this was when I asked them why the push, like why they just gave me little dog eyes. Not answering. And I was like, is it the mental health? To which they're like, it's part of it. And when I pointed out, like, you said several months, you didn't give me a deadline the first time, and then you said several months later. I don't think I got a chance to finish that. You said several months apart when Kitty was like, well, I mean, it was hard enough just to tell you. Who do you think this is the hardest for right now? It's like, and I keep trying to open the conversation to boundaries. Like, did I cross a boundary? Is someone else moving in? Was my spiral that day just too hard, even though I hardly did it in front of them? Something to do with the new girlfriend. Did she convince them? I don't know. Because they're fucking hypocrites who are spineless, who can't tell me, who weren't communicating and got on my case for it. So yeah. Basically, I'm going to be temporarily moving in with my folks. And then I have the camp. I'm also leaving for could they have not given me a deadline for when I leave for the camp? Why the rush for this Sunday? Still won't give me an answer. They have offered me to keep the furniture, but honestly, I don't really want. Besides, like, this, like, shelving thing I have on top of the bed, I don't really want these hand-me-downs. I would like to get my own. I'm not saying I'm anti-hand-me-down. I'm just saying I would like to pick out something that works for my structure and also will work in my new home environment when I finally move out with my best friend, Jem. I was very calm and collected. And I kind of just kept it straight. Most brain dead things that was being fucking said. Oh, also, did I mention? I don't think I did. They did this in front of the girlfriend. They didn't have the decency or respect to do it privately. They could have easily taken me to the back room. They could have easily asked her, "Can you step out for a moment?" They could have easily even done it here in my room. So they came up to my room like, "Hey, we need to talk," and had me follow them to the public. What was she supposed to be, damage control? Were they afraid I was going to go nuts or psycho on them? Like, I've never even like raised my voice to them or thrown insults their way. It was just, what the fuck? Like, when I had a talk with them about some hard times that ended up happening like at some point last year, I took them privately away from the person that was staying over. Like, that's humiliating. That's embarrassing. That's airing our dirty laundry. And that's part of the reason, like, does she have something to do with it? Does she probably convince them that I'm taking advantage of them or something? I don't know. Part of the deal was that I would do most of the cleaning because, goddamn, this house and how the conditions it was before I even moved in, when I first started dating them. Before I moved in, I brought over went through the cleaning supplies, and I went and cleaned their bathrooms because it was atrocious. So I don't have to have fun cleaning up after themselves now. Dishes get really bad too. They almost never wipe down counters. And literal shit from the cat keeps piling up in the laundry room. That's where we have one of the litter boxes, because they don't clean it enough. And so he gets pissy and he shits on the floor. I can't blame him for that. But yes, they've asked me the most brain dead things, or said the most brain dead things surrounding it. Like when they first took me out of my room to go talk to me about it, and I just have a serious expression, like, why do you have such a serious expression? And I'm like, this feels like it's going to be some sort of intervention. So I'm like, I'm not a fucking idiot. Like, obviously it was going to be a serious thing. When they first said, why do you have such a serious expression, there's this part of me that was hopeful, like, okay, maybe it's not going to be a serious thing. And then shortly after, I fucking got 6 days. So I gotta make fucking haste on unpacking everything. I'll maybe put videos I've taken of, like, showing just how much fucking shit I have had from around the house and the bathrooms, etc. And so I'm clearing out my stuff in the bathroom. And Kitty comes by and she actually sounds confused, like, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just, decided time's good. Good time to reorganize the entire bathroom. I'm fucking packing to move. What the fuck else do you think I'm doing? And all I said to her was, I'm preparing to move. They're kind people. Have been good to me. Have been tolerant and patient and lenient. But this is fucking shitty. Legally, they can't do this. Legally, they have to have given me a written 30-day notice at the very least. Like, if you want to let them go even, like, longer than that, later than that, But 30 days is the least for notifying someone that you're being kicked out or evicted. I did my research. So it's not just for, like, landlords. Don't get me wrong. I'm super fucking grateful. And there's so much that I'm thankful for, but this could have been done so many ways better. First of all, privately. Secondly, more notice. Like, yeah, the talk about moving out was there, and I told them that I was going to be making progress on that me and my best friend were talking about it already. But arguing, oh, well, it's been a month since I first told you, which is false. It's been a month since I first told you. I mean, there's a difference. If a month ago you said, hey, in a month could you move out? Versus, hey, so we're thinking of asking to move out. No deadline, we're not kicking you out. To, we're thinking several months. And then going back on your fucking word and only giving me 3 weeks, but not even giving me a week notice? 6 day? No, it's not even fucking a week. I'm sorry, you tell someone at like 10:30 p.m. That's not a week notice. That's 6 days notice. That day's gone. Like, I get it. The moving out part, I get it. But, like, 6 days to move all my shit out, to get it all together, to organize it and get it somewhere else, and also, like, not knowing for sure if I'd have a place to stay. They didn't even want me to go to my family's originally, but now they're like, well, I guess call your family. I'm just like, what was the switch? What flipped? What was the flip? Why the flip? What triggered this switch? They're kind people, but this is fucking shitty. And I was hoping we could still be friends, even potentially partners in the future after we've had some space and time. But this is a fucking bridge burn, and maybe that's what they wanted. Maybe they just don't like me anymore, and that's fair, but be fucking honest to my face. Makes things a lot less awkward for everyone if you can be honest, like, hey, I'm not really a fan of hanging out with you. I'm not really a fan of you. Like, good, I wasn't one of you either. Lost all respect for them. And just like you think you know people, you think you can trust people. 4 years? 4 years and all I get is 6 days. It's like they're not worth the tears, the heartache I've had. Fuck, I was even like starting to cast some spells, you know? Wrote up something I really wanted to say to Hummingbird. That was mostly positive. They were even using my food stamps, making plans about me paying rent or mortgage in the future, me getting a license, and we were all making plans. Even that fucking morning, afternoon, we talked about the idea of, you know, putting me on the Home Assistant because my new phone wasn't on there. And then suddenly the girlfriend's over, and suddenly they're taking me to the room and talking to me. I'm not saying it was the girlfriend for sure. I'm not, for all I know, is because they went to game night that day, so maybe it was someone at game night, because most of them know me, and maybe they just don't like me, and so maybe shit talking, or saying like, oh, Regan, or saying, you know, oh, Ree's using you. If not once fought with, like, I told Kitty off a little bit, but like, we had a good hug cry by the end of it, and now it just feels like fucking bullshit. Because she was saying how she felt bad for me, about how, you know, and it's just bullshit now. So you think you can trust someone? Yeah. Maybe I can stream this Sunday, maybe I can't. Maybe I probably can get some videos in for this week before I go off to camp. And like I said, I want to try doing videos for camp. It's just a lot, too. It's not just packing things. I have to change like all my address and all the things, and on like the post office, and I had to get my stuff off their servers. Kitty is letting me keep the computer. She got it for free, so she's like, I don't have a problem giving it to you for free. Basically, her workplace was literally going to throw it out. She works IT. I'm not going to ask. I'm just going to take the monitor that Hummingbird handed off to me. I'm just going to take it and not ask it. It was like it's even fucking squared shape. But it was like it was kind of a similar situation with the computer. It was just a throwaway, you know, like from our old workplace. So at least I have that. But yeah, I have like 2 terabytes of files and stuff on their server. So I gotta get all that. I was originally just planning on buying a new external hard drive, but my mom's like, I have an 8 terabyte one and a 4 terabyte one. You can borrow that. Because like it was gonna be like $90, the one I was looking at. I didn't have to get specifically that one, but it was highly rated for Mac users and such. I've kind of started organizing, like, I organized out a bunch of clothes that I want to bring to the camp with me, and then the clothes that I will use to be substantial for this upcoming 2 weeks until the camp. They're not worth the tears, but I've had a few moments of spiraling where, like, as soon as I'm alone and I'm not hyper-focused on cleaning or packing, I just can't help it. And I mean, fucking blame me, right? It's not just losing them, but just everything has to change. And someone who's potentially autistic, I I really do bad with really big changes, like very sudden big changes, like going back and forth between the camps hard, going back and forth between US and UK is hard. And then especially being an uncertainty and indefinite, it's a lot. And then, like, you know, approved for severe care, and I know they're not equipped to handle mental health, and I'm not asking them to be. Not asking them for hugs or any sympathy or comfort, and I haven't the last 2 weeks that I was told about being asked to move out. For reference, told to move out June 19th. Date confirmed, like several months. Sorry, May 19th and May 23rd, I want to say. Told we're asking to move out June 5th, June 6th. I'm sorry, that's not a month. Can you do some math here? June 11th is the week that is the Sunday that they want me out by. June 19th isn't for another month or week. I'm sorry, but it's fucking bullshit. Yeah, I'm ungrateful, maybe. I've been so fucking fortunate and privileged. But this is... My best friend, the one I'm going to be moving with, knows them. Knows the girls, liked them, like, hung out with them, knows everything. Like, he's the person I go full mask off with. He knows everything. I don't hide things from him. I try not to be biased around him, and I even like constantly am self-doubting myself, like, what if I'm the problem or this or that? And he's like, what? Hearing him being like, yeah, no, I've lost all respect for them. And then Cappy apparently had to stop himself from throwing abusive words at them. But then he reminded himself, like, oh yeah, no, you're going to have to be dealing with them for the rest of the week, so it's going to make things harder for you. And I also was like, can you also please just... And he was like, so I'll wait until you're gone. I'm like, can you also just please not do that at all? For a number of reasons. For one, you know, I'm going to have to still handle some things with them after this, you know, like in case any of my stuff is forgotten, and so they need to, you know, give it and get me to pick it up, or, you know, mail still going back there, you know, things like that. And then I'm also going to be paying them back for like bills and such, you know. So like, yeah, they burn a bridge, and yeah, I'm probably never going to want to fucking talk to them again, but it's also like, I want to handle this. It's not his place to do that. And then just like, let me handle it the way I want to handle it, please. So yeah, that's why there hasn't been any updates, and why things might be very changed and hard to keep up with. It is what it is, right? The only thing I can do is just keep moving forward. I've already made quite a bit of progress. My mom swung by today and dropped off a shit ton of boxes for me to pack with. Up until then, I've just been shoving things, and I have like a plethora of bags, so I was just shoving things into bags safely. You know, I got a bunch of I got all my glass stuff packed, and she came by and got me unexpectedly. She got me some food. She picked up some food on the way here, and I told her, like, there's no negativity, okay? Because she's, like, trying to tell me about how a relative, like, recently lost their husband, and, you know, like, how sad her story was, and I'm like, please, positive, positive energy right now only. Like, especially when she started to bring up my situation, like, oh, I feel really sorry, and asked if the girlfriend had something to do with it. I'm like, it's just positive energies right now. I can't. That's my side of the loony bin. Psych word's gonna stay on my door for now. Like, at my new place. My family luckily has a desk I can use there, and I'm gonna be sleeping on an air mattress or couch or whatever. I don't care, as long as I can sleep. All I need is a bathroom, somewhere to sleep on, and a desk right now. Yeah, so I'll leave it off here. Probably putting way too much time on this. It was supposed to be a quick little update. Thank you all so much for watching. You're always wonderful. Take care of yourselves. And please have a gay day.
Well, they're glad that you stayed, yet you wasted yet another day. Their videos are a bore, but they've got lots more in store. It's Deranged, Royal Fae. Yeah!